and it's a blessing that I was able to go back there after a while. First time I went to Dubai and Abu Dhabi and all of Emirates. First time we went to every part of it, Sharjah and Fujairah and Al Ain and Ras Al Khaimah and many places. But yeah, and we were able to share to like 60 different churches or groups. Some underground, some are registered, some are gathering in villas, and most of the time we meet like 1 or 2 in the morning and till like 5 in the morning. Because it's their schedule and some restrictions, and this time it's more convenient. I met with Pastor Bob, and I praise God for the opportunity I had with him. Got the training. I'm excited about what I learned. Every time I see him and have this type of training, I'm always refreshed and always get something new that would excite me. And the more I talk to him, he's our international director of missions there with PM3. I work with PM3. I'm their coordinator in the U.S. And it's good to see how that this movement is really advancing forward. They strategize winning souls and discipleship, and when you think of how it can rapidly spread and affect people, it doesn't matter what race, color, or religion, because the one that you're talking about earlier, the Amante, they're coming to the Lord, and they come to the Lord in no ordinary way. A lot of them would have dreams. And the dream itself will not save them. But their dreams can turn into nightmare where they will actually see the Lord in the dream. And they will be prompted to look for the Bible and look for a Bible teacher. And that's how they're won to the Lord. So the Lord's doing great and mighty things. But you're right, Christians are getting persecuted. And a lot of Christians have to pay the price, and sometimes the ultimate price. You don't hear this in the news, but it is happening in many parts of the world. Like when you go outside and talk to them, that's when you learn, about what's going on, around the world, and some small sources too, like internet, not the major ones. You won't hear much of it in, like CNN, CBS, NBC, ABC. No, but it's good to know what the Lord is doing there. It's good to take part in it, and that's why I always take it like a special privilege with special opportunity whenever I go there in that part of the world. My host there has been very gracious, very nice. They fed me. They took me to places. They brought me to restaurants, and they just introduced me to people. And I also worked with Pastor Joseph. He's been a not only a good friend, but like a partner in a way. With the church there in Antipolo. That church in Dubai is already 3 years old, and we celebrated the 3rd year. And last year they invited me to speak, but you know where I was last year about this time, right? I was in the hospital. Right. So what is the day today, by the way?
7th.
It's the 7th. The 7th, I was already in the hospital.
7 you got admitted, and then 11 had surgery.
You had a surgery in January.
Anniversary.
Oh yeah? No, February. I got sick in January. Remember pneumonia and then pleural effusion and then, yeah.
Is it the congregation of only Filipinos or mixed?
It is a congregation of Filipinos, but they have opportunities to meet with and witness to, and even bring in like other races.
Like
They even have Russians. I can't believe they have, but it's good. It's good to see that type of ministry, and I would always encourage congregation like that to be intentional in becoming multi-ethnic. Mono-ethnic church is not in the Bible. It was among the Hebrew people, of course. And that's the reason Jesus was upset. He was so angry when he went to the temple and found out there's only Jews that are gathering there. So, and that's when he said, my temple should be a house of prayer for the nations. He wanted to be for the nations. And since then, after Jesus died, he gave the Great Commission. The church that was founded, the first church ever founded in the book of Acts, multi-ethnic. It wasn't mono-ethnic. So you understand that the day of Pentecost, people of different races were gathered there. Peter spoke in their own languages. The Babylonians, the Persians, the Parthians. He spoke to their land, to them, about the gospel in their own language, and that's why they were shocked that these people were uneducated people, and yet they're able to speak in the languages of those people, sharing the gospel. And so the first church you can imagine is multi-ethnic. That's the model church. It's not mono-ethnic. So pray that this church will be that the majority of members that will come to this church in the next months and years to come, Lord willing, will be not Filipinos. Is that your prayer?
Yes.
I'm praying that will be the case, because we don't want a Filipino church. We want a multi-ethnic. And tonight I'm happy we have non-Filipinos who are here. And so as much as possible, don't speak in Filipino language, right? Make them understand everything that we're saying here, because that's the way to communicate in languages that are known to everybody. So I praise God. I'm back here safely. I miss you guys.
Miss you
I don't
too.
miss the snow.
You did miss it. You did miss it. More come.
Yeah, there's more to come, and I don't know how long, but there it's in the 70s.
Oh.
So I really
Wow.
love it. I love it. I love it there. And the first time I went there, mostly, there's construction everywhere.
Wow.
And now, this time around, it's, finished projects, buildings, high-rise. I was privileged to go inside and have a tour of the most luxurious hotel in the world. Only seven-star hotel in the
Wow.
world, Burj Al Arab. And I got to see very close to be there, at Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building, tallest standing structure in the world. It's an amazing experience. And I got to visit before I left. I took time yesterday because they're 9 hours away. I had 9 hours ahead. It was the other day then, right? That I was able to visit the largest mosque that they have there. The Grand Mosque.
Oh, yeah, I saw the picture.
You saw the pictures?
Yeah.
That is a huge mosque. They have the largest carpet in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, because they have to.
They have the carpet.
Yeah.
So it's carpeted. They can accommodate as much as 40,000
Wow.
worshippers. So you can imagine how big that mosque is. So huge. They have almost like all the largest, the biggest, the tallest. That's in Dubai. And I told my wife, because my wife has a different impression of Middle East, because Dubai though is exceptional. Dubai is most modern, progressive. It is so advanced. It is so clean, a lot cleaner than the United States. I have friends who want to come here and visit. I said, you don't get disappointed, because I'm sure you're going to get disappointed, because you think that. They said, oh, we want to see New York. I said, yeah, New York's a nice city. It's not as clean as Dubai.
It doesn't smell.
Doesn't smell. It's so quiet. As far as safety or security, you won't hear sirens because there's not much criminality, or activities like that in that part of the world. So they're very disciplined people. And I would say I am personally embarrassed at how we practice Christianity. Every day you hear from the minarets and from the mosques the sound of their call to prayer. That Brother Madi lived in Saudi Arabia. In the morning, noonday, afternoon, early evening, that's what you hear. But wherever you go, even if you're inside the mall, you're going to hear that sound. And when we were at Grand Mosque,